Hey everybody, Team Thrive, welcome to our lunchtime talk again today. Sure appreciate you coming and hopping on. I've got my water bottle. Who has food or drink with them today? That's great, good for you. Okay, I've got Doug over here too, the tech team, keeping me organized. So anyway, you guys, what we're talking about today is personal branding. And I think this is a particularly fun subject. Can you guys see me? Okay, particularly fun subject. I actually really love it. It really creates some self-reflection and like some deep thinking, like who am I? When I first started working on this for my social media, for my Facebook page, I checked out a lot of other coaches, looked at a lot of different things. And, you know, I mean, some of my biggest passions in life are I'm a wife and I love my husband. I love my kids, my grandkids, my family time. Those are my core things that I just can't get enough of. But that's really pretty vanilla, right? There's a lot of people that would say that. And so I really wanted to dig a little bit deeper. And it actually took me quite a bit of time to dig deep enough into that to figure out it's not just what those areas are, but how I choose to live in those spaces, in those areas. So you want it to sound unique. You want to boil this down to just a few words. What we're really working on here is what we call our Fab Five. If you can just have 5 things, and I think I never can get it down to 5. I think I might have 7, but they're such short words, I gave myself a little extra grace there. So you want to boil them down to your Fab Five. So as we talk about this, I want to give you a little bit of visual stimulation as we go through this today. And hopefully you can all come up with your Fab Five. If you've already done that, tweak it a little bit and get going with that. So let's get into a couple of slides that we have here. Okay, so it's not wanting to switch for me. Okay. Oh, this is going to be sad because I really put together some good slides for you guys. Hi, Kim. See you jumping on there. Oh, do you not have the whole show? Maybe just that one slide?
No, we do.
Okay, here we go. We're in business. Okay, so these are just a few that I thought I did a really great job that I put up there for some inspiration for you. We've got our friend Gary Powell, and boy, does he make a really clean statement on there. You've got a few ways that you can make that first impression. You've got your banner picture, which is the big picture across the top. You've got your profile picture, which should always be used in fairly close up so people recognize you when you post in different places. Your name, and then those descriptives. If you go to the next one, Tiffany Howard is like, oh, isn't that beautiful? Girl, mom, wife, health coach, dream chaser, world changer, coffee addict, God girl. You really kind of get a feel for who she is. The next one over there, Mark Eisenzimmer. You kind of get a feel for who he is, right? And he still just used a few words to tell his story. So this is what I came up with as I worked on it over the course. It actually took me a couple months to really dial in. I don't recommend you spend that much time on it. Let's, get into action a little faster than that. But for my banner picture, just that don't dream your life, live your dreams. I want mine to be all about action. Live your life, have fun, find joy today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow might not come. So live with passion. You can see I put passion in caps. Get a little extra emphasis in there. Dream big, expect the best, empower others, think young, seek challenges, give. So it's important when you come down to these because as you're posting, and we'll talk about this in a minute, those are your Fab Five that you need to be consistent with, we need to be consistent with as we post over the course of days and weeks. If you need in a year to change them. You can change them if you need to. But you'll probably stay pretty true to those. Okay, so in addition to that descriptive area, you also can post 9 pictures. And it took me a while to get my 9 pictures also. When you're doing your Fab Five, you really want one of them to be health and wellness related. I've done mine kind of more in like mental health, I think, thinking young, empowering others, seeking challenges. I don't have the word health coach right there, but I do tell that story down below, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But with my pictures, hopefully it's consistent. Am I reflecting passion? Am I reflecting dreaming big, expecting the best, empowering others? Got some girlfriend shots, got a picture there in St. Martin. I mean, like, wow, it even makes me think I've got a pretty cool life. And we're not trying to be painted all rosy and not be real. We definitely want to be real. You need to be who you really are. Like, if you're not into travel, you don't need your travel pictures in there. You don't love pets, you don't have to have snuggly pet pictures. You're looking to attract people that you can partner with, that are people like you, that have your needs that you can relate to. And you want to keep them positive, even though we're being real. But you don't want it to be like whiny and pessimistic type. We can still be real. Like when my dad passed away, I actually blogged right in my Facebook page how I was feeling and what our reactions were like, and how much I loved my dad and how much pain I was feeling. But I feel like that was being real and connecting with them on these qualities that were who I really was. So that is really important. You don't want to get into the weeds, because that's not attractive and people won't want to join you. Okay, well, we'll just keep talking here. So the other thing I recommend when you're taking a look at doing this, you can certainly use the term health coach, but I would avoid putting the term Optavia health coach in there. We are incredibly proud of our brand. We have a great brand, and just it's going to be better and better known over the course of time. But right now what people tend to do is they go and Google it, right? And if they go and just check out Google, they aren't going to get the amazing service that you as a health coach are able to provide for them. They're not going to get a health assessment. They're not going to get the right program put together for them. They're just going to see the nuts and bolts. They might just see a price tag. So that's really doing them a disservice. I really do try to avoid putting Optavia in there. We can describe who we are and what we do with a lot more creative words than that. So this is another slide. Underneath the top of your Facebook page, you have a chance to tell kind of your background. I've actually shortened mine, and I'm looking at it now going, yuck, that's too long. I need to go in there and cut out more things. Sorry, married to Mark Eisenzimmer, you might not make the cut, but I've got to get some more things off there. Also, when I made the comment about Optavia, I have my Optavia co-branded website on there. People could click on it, place an order, go read about me and my page. But that might not be the best thing to have on there, because once again, they're picking up that Optavia, and I don't want them to just go Google it. So there might be a change on that in the future. So as you're looking for your Fab 5, things that you want to be known for. Who are you? What do you love? What do you want to stand for? And now I highly recommend that not be a political stand for. You don't want to do something that probably is automatically going to alienate 50% of the people out there, right? What are you passionate about? Be attractive. Don't alienate any audience. So we need as many people wanting to follow us as possible. And then once you have these Fab 5 put in mind and you get your page looking the way you want it to look, there have been some adjustments with how Facebook's analytics are running. So the way that we are posting is a little different with our 3x3x3. So there are kind of some recommendations now to go to more like twice a day, hit that 8 to 10 in the morning, and maybe again 7 to 8 or 9 at night. That's when people are having a chance to thumb through their social media the most. And a couple of tips that Annie shared recently that I thought were fabulous. When you first post something, watch it really carefully for a little while. When those first comments pop up there, be sure to like it and send a little comment back, and go to the next one, send a little comment back. Do that for a few minutes, because that keeps pushing it into news feeds. Facebook's going, oh, they're being relational. That's what they're all about. Social media is about being sociable and social with the people. But then what Annie was saying is stop interacting. Let it cool off. Let it be in the news feed and work. Plus, you want people to keep commenting, because in about 90 minutes, go back and check in. And what you want to do, hopefully you have another comment again. As you go back in and start interacting with people, it's going to throw it back in news feed again, and you'll get another whole cycle. So work the life cycle of your posts a little bit there. And then when we're posting, you guys, our posts need to tell our story, tell our brand. How has Optavia changed your life? This is so much more than before and after side-by-side slides, guys. I really encourage you to think about, why have you enjoyed this journey? Do you have more financial freedom? Is it easier to pay for your kids' sports equipment? Do you just have a smile on your face more? Is it easier to get up early in the morning? Are you going for a walk in the morning because you're feeling good? Those are the stories that you want to be able to tell, not only on social media, but this is where it carries over into your life. As you practice this and become more aware of it, you can carry this over into your life in the way you live and you communicate with people. No, people are watching you. You want to be attractive. We don't want to be salespeople. We want to just be living something that other people want. So when we look at posting this on Facebook, this is what the Facebook experts are telling us to do right now. On Sunday, you can do health coaching, entrepreneurial posts. People are kind of settling back in, thinking about their work week. Monday, explore your Fab Five a little bit. Take a look at posting something that relates to those items you're talking about on the top, and we'll get some examples of those in a minute. Tuesdays, good day for transformations, emphasis on health and wellness. It doesn't have to be, once again, side by side. Thanks. It also can be all kinds of cool things that relate to that. Recipes, active living, all kinds of things. Wednesday, Thursday, back to your Fab Five. Friday, post about your life. If you get so into posting, things that are always about health and wellness, people will also tune you out. What they really want to see is your life. So keep giving them a peek into that. And I cut one off there. And then Saturday, post about your lifestyle. What are you doing? I'm playing with my family and I'm outside having a good time. So here's some examples of, I think, some really great ways health coaches are telling their story of healthy living and how what we do brings such joy to us and people around us. The first one on the left there, what a darling little baby. I guarantee those pictures always draw lots of eyeballs. And you want to draw eyeballs because if people look at it and then type something, that's what you want them to do, is be talking to you. Then your posts continue to get into their news feeds. So she's talking about this little girl is one more reason my health is a priority. Great. Not salesy at all. Just adding value. Then we've got one in the middle there. Saw this on my news feed the other day. Thought it was pretty funny. We only live once, Snoopy. Wrong. We only die once. We live every other day. That's what we're about, living, right? Carol Hips on the far right. She's talking about mastering energy. Here's one where a whole bunch of pictures are posted, and it's freedom. And oh my goodness, don't you want freedom? That day it might just be posts of pictures. Another day it might be the story of how she's found freedom. Lisa owned her own business, closed that business, and now travels all over the world being a presidential Optavia coach. And that's Lisa again on the other side. Let's call this home this week. Why not? No worries. We're working, praying, planning, and dreaming this week. Just being attractive there. This one, I think Christy's actually on the call today. This lady blows me away. I just don't even know that other Christy on the right. But what a great thing. She's saying, join my team. She's encouraging people to not just be a client, but wow, come have my life, have my transformed life. One on the left there, I'm having a Big Mac attack. I'm going to have the Big Mac salad for dinner, Yahoo. And then you could post the recipe. I read that and I'm like, oh no, what's she doing talking about eating the Big Mac? Good attention getter. And then Lindsay, Lindsay is a coach, and those are her actual pictures of herself. What a happy little picture, and you can't help but celebrate. She posts those and everybody's celebrating her. Okay, and then we've got, this actually happened today. I love this. So Carla, I'm gonna have you come on in a minute, if you can unmute. So I'm waking up and it's 6:27 in the morning, and I get this fun little message. Hey Debbie, I see your birthday's Thursday. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hey, will you be celebrating? Does Mark have big plans made? And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Carla remembered my birthday. Well, you guys, Facebook gives you clues, right? You can look ahead and see whose birthdays are coming up. And Carla's going to give you a couple tips on that, because you guys, people appreciate being remembered and getting that. I thought it was really awesome. I'm typing her, oh, that's great, thanks. And I'm like, Oh, wait a minute. Is this how you connect with people? So Carla, tell us a little more about this.
Yeah, I set this up a few days ahead of people's birthdays. So I'll go in on, I don't do it on the weekends, but on Monday morning I start on Tuesday birthdays through Friday birthdays. And if I reach out to people a few days ahead of their birthday, they're excited their birthday is coming, and they're giddy about it, and they have time to comment back. When I send this, and I used to send it on their birthday, I get a message like 2 or 3 days later, yeah, I had a great day. And you could tell they were responding to everybody else who has commented to them about their birthday. And so this way we honestly have a really authentic conversation about what they're doing. And it sometimes turns into something else. And, and it's just a great conversation starter a few days ahead of their birthday.
That's great. Well, it was fun. It was definitely an attention getter for me. So just to tie once again the social media information that we talked about here in your whole Fab 5 back into how this can help you attract clients. When somebody says, man, where do you get all that energy? Gosh, I'm just enjoying being on a really great nutrition program. I mixed up my nutrition and this is what I've got. And they can like, well, what do you mean? What are you eating? It just encourages them to ask questions back. They go, you seem healthier. Well, this new healthy lifestyle is really working. I'm working with a health coach. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. This is the best thing ever. Just be prepared with positive comments you can make back to people that credit that there's a change going on in your life. You don't say, yeah, I've been doing Optavia and eating these little packets. That's not going to get them to engage with you. You just want to be intriguing and set up a full-on health assessment and share with them at some point in time. Okay, and kind of the last thing I want to leave you with, you guys, we need to ask people to get going. Like, we don't just do all this stuff and then just, we do our health assessment at the end. We just go, okay, well, thanks for your time. No, we want to ask them to join us. Like, I get to the end and I'm just like, so what do you think? You ready? It sounds like this will meet these needs. Let's do this. In fact, we want to do it pretty soon because it takes a week for your program even to come. So if you want to get going, let's get going. I really lean into that and I encourage people. I mean, they can say, you want to know what? I need a little more time. I got to think about it. Totally okay. Oh, I get that. I totally respect that. And then set up a way that you're going to follow up with them. But be sure to invite them to join you. I want to partner with you. I would be so excited to be your coach. It'd be my honor. So you really want to do that. Okay? So we keep getting stuck here. So the last thing I was just going to say, you guys, is don't fear your dreams. What are your dreams? What's getting in your way? Don't let fear get in your way. Go out there, dream big, and just make it happen. A good way to know if your story is consistent with what you want it to be. This was the last slide that you don't get to see. That was your homework. After you get this set up and you get it all clarified, ask a couple of friends. Just say, would you do me a favor and take a look at this? And look through my page and tell me, what 5 things do you think I stand for? And listen to what feedback they give you. Don't lead them on. Don't give them any more inclination than that. Just ask them that question and see what they do. So anyway, with that, you all have a fabulous day. Those of you in the Willamette Valley here, you're enjoying some sunshine. Get out, go for a walk. Have a great day and come back and join us on Thursday because we're going to keep taking this conversation a little bit further on how do we find clients, because that's what we're all about, is helping people, right? Okay, you guys have a great, it's also month end. Push strong all the way to the end, you guys. We got this. Bye.